Simplicity is complexity resolved. And that is exactly what the Otto Hutt designC is all about. Hey Goodfellas, I'm Naldi and we are at styleofzug. Is it more complex to create something complicated, or is it more complex to create something simple? Coming from the watch industry, I've always been kind of brainwashed about how a complication makes a product more expensive and also kind of more important. Up until I saw the MIH watch. A watch that was engineered by Ludwig Oechslin, which is also the maker of the Ulysse Nardin Freak, and the mathematician that restored the Phoenician watch of the Vatican. You see, the MIH watch is an annual calendar made out of only 9 parts. Usually, a normal annual calendar takes from 40 to 80 components in order to work properly. That is when I understood that often simple systems are more complicated to create than complex looking systems with a lot of parts. And that is exactly why every time I look at the designC, I see a writing instrument that is a pure work of art. It's a writing instrument that required courage from both the owners of Otto Hutt and the designer Mark Brown in order to celebrate the centenary of Otto Hutt. And it's also true that often simple things take a bit more time to be understood and appreciated from the consumer, because simplicity isn't for everyone. It's way easier to celebrate something that is complex than something that is simple and also looks kind of simple. But you know, it's one of those things that is only simple once it has been invented. And so the designC, in my eyes, is one of the most incredible writing instruments ever made. And I think that it's also still highly underrated. Not underrated in the sense that no one actually cares about, but more underrated because there are still a lot of people that haven't discovered or understood the writing instrument yet, because maybe you never had the chance to get your hands on one of these. And as I just mentioned, the designC was brought to life to celebrate the centenary of the brand Otto Hutt. And for this occasion, the family Frey, the previous owners of Otto Hutt, asked the renowned designer Mark Brown to create a work of art that would underline the heritage of the brand in the working of silver and gold, while also following the clear lines of Bauhaus that are one of the major inspiration of Otto Hutt. And Mark Brown would later also become the designer of the now famous designC. So Mark Brown designed this incredibly clean writing instrument with a length of 13.9 centimeters or 5.5 inches that is made out of solid 925 sterling silver with just 2 elements that give it a twist. It's these 2 wonderful indexes that serve as a roll stopper, but that are also made out of solid 18 karat yellow gold. And you can imagine that these high-end materials also make that the writing instrument has quite a weight. It's actually 70 grams, a weight that I personally love, but definitely in the higher range of weights. And what makes this writing instrument even more iconic in my eyes is the fact that, looked from far away, you can't see any single logo. So the design really speaks for itself without having to be loud or flashy. But if you look up close down here, you will see that there is a sign of the logo that is on the bottom of the pen, where you will discover a finely engraved OH separated from a line that then keeps on going down to the pull and twist piston knob with the mark of the 925 sterling silver. And this writing instrument also features an innovative kind of piston filling mechanism, because it's a pull and twist mechanism that is activated by being pulled down and then twisted in order to fill the pen up. Once you're done with filling the pen up, you will hear a sound, which is this one, and then you push down and twist the piston knob until you feel a click and it closes down with the lines meeting each time again. This is a little detail, but it's one of those details that shows how much brain work has been put into the manufacturing and the design of this writing instrument. But let's discover even more magic behind this wonderful Otto Hutt designC. And if I can, I would love to ask you to subscribe to the channel at this point. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. In a few days, we'll be 10,000. That is a huge milestone for us. And two amazing things will happen once we reach 10,000 subscribers. One, we'll have a major giveaway in one of the next videos. And number two, I will reveal and show my full personal collection of writing instruments. So I thank you so much for subscribing and welcome to this amazing community of Goodfellas. So when you uncap the designC, you discover a wonderfully waved steel grip section that has been PVD plated. And it's really a pleasure to touch it and to hold it with this beautiful two-tone 18-karat gold nib that is available in fine, medium, and broad. And it's almost needless to say because we expect it, but the designC really has an awesome writing experience. And many of my customers and collectors underline and confirm that, saying that even when they fill up the designC and they leave it for 2-3 weeks on the side, they pick it up again and it immediately starts writing, which really shows how much commitment there is from Otto Hutt to ensure that their writing instruments are absolutely neat when it comes to the writing experience. And another magical thing is the fact that whenever you close down the writing instrument, it doesn't matter from where, the two gold indexes finally align one with the other. On the back of the cap, right above the beginning of the cap itself, you will find the C, then the number 500, which is the limitation of this edition, and next to it you will find your own number of the designC. So yes, this is a limited edition of 500 pieces that is currently still available, what I think is just crazy. And what shall I say, Goodfellas? And it's a big chance that we still have the opportunity to own one of these writing instruments right from the factory, right from the brand. It's not obvious to sell 500 writing instruments in a price range of 2,500 euro. And don't forget that Otto Hutt is currently still a rather small company. And I'll tell you one thing without wanting to do any kind of FOMO, but I'll tell now that the pens are still available, not once they're sold out. Right before the designC will be sold out, and right after it will be sold out from Otto Hutt, I'll tell you that this is one of the writing instruments there will be most madness around it. Once our industry reaches a certain maturity, this writing instrument will remain as one of the most clean, iconic, and conceptual additions ever made in our industry. And I truly think that the proof is that I do have one for myself, and I might also take a second one for myself just to put it on the side and have it always clean and in perfect shape there. Together with the writing instrument, you get this awesome carton box that has been made in Germany. You have the special blue of the Centenary. You have a wonderful natural leather pen pouch that actually also ages over time. Because the peculiarity of this designC and the concept around the designC is that it should age with you and it should get marks and it will get darker because it's sterling silver. And that is part of the incredible charm that this pen has. Mine is super oxidated. That's how I immediately recognize that this is my writing instrument and it has lived with me, and the more the year passes, the happier and the closer I feel to that writing instrument. There's also another reason why I think that this writing instrument is so iconic, and it's the fact that it has never been diluted. It has never been remade in another shape or just in another material in order to make it less expensive. It's the Centennial Edition. It comes as you see it. It's only available like that, and I'm pretty sure they will never be making another designC. So if you're actually considering to purchase one of these pieces after seeing this video, you can do so on Otto Hutt's website or also on styleofzug.ch. The pieces are in stock, they are available for immediate delivery, and one day buying one of these writing instruments will be a long gone dream. Now you might still ask, how many are there left? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. So good fellas, I would love to hear from any one of you that owns the designC, your experiences and your thoughts about these writing instruments. And also, for everyone else, I'd love to hear what you think about this pen. Thank you so much for watching. There's a new video coming on Sunday where I'll tell you everything that I look into before buying a writing instrument. And as usual, don't forget that together we are changing the game.